Welcome back. The initial thunderstorms that have formed are mostly along the Canadian border. There's some strong storms in northwest North Dakota, and then the lone severe one is in especially northern Towner County. The severe thunderstorm warning has been extended until 7:15 p.m. This does extend back, though, and includes Rolla. However, the main part of the severe thunderstorm cell, with possibly up to 1.5 inch diameter hail, is to the north of Rock Lake and tracking slowly to the northeast, although there's a little bit of back building or development of that storm towards the west, towards Rolla. So we'll watch that severe storm closely. Some very weak showers have developed near Kenmare as well as to the west of Lignite, but those could turn severe quickly because the ingredients are in place for, once these storms form, to turn severe quickly because of the amount of instability, amount of humidity in the air, as well as the amount of wind shear or turning with winds with height, and that creates for severe storms. These again are strong around Westby, Montana and Grenora, North Dakota, moving towards the east, and will be in our viewing area within the next couple of hours. So on visible satellite, you can see all the cumulus clouds streaming from south to north. That's indicative of the strong southeast wind that's pulling in all the moisture and instability for these storms to form right along the Canadian border. But then more storms from Montana are likely to track east into the night, and we'll likely see a few rounds of storms between now and 9 o'clock. However, more storms could develop behind the initial line of storms. That's what this timing is for. So we could still see some residual thunderstorm activity even past midnight tonight. For now, it's clear in Minot. Temperature is at 85 degrees, and up at Lake Menegoshi, it's at 82 with a mostly sunny sky. Level 3 out of 5 risk category for numerous severe storms remains in place for the rest of this evening and into tonight. Could have up to baseball-sized hail with the initial storms that form, but then I'm much more confident in the damaging wind risk being the primary threat once the storms form into a line later on this evening and into tonight, with possible wind gust upwards of 80 miles per hour with that line of storms, and we cannot rule out a tornado or two forming with these severe storms. So we're right in that development zone for the next couple of hours of these individual supercells before that main line of storms comes in from Montana. Could still see some more individual storms around our region forming close to the sunset hour, and then that line of storms comes in around 10 or 11 o'clock. This is when the damaging wind threat is going to be maximized before that shifts off to the east towards Devil's Lake by around 1 o'clock. Again, damaging winds up to 80 miles per hour, the primary threat at that point. Some residual showers and storms behind the main line are possible into Friday morning. And then more storms are likely to form along the cold front during the day tomorrow. These have a low chance of being severe as they shift off to the east, where there's a bit more instability and a better environment for them to form severe closer to the Red River Valley. Temperatures will be much cooler tomorrow with a mostly cloudy sky. Highs back down into the 70s. Still in the 70s for Saturday. A few showers, maybe an isolated storm are possible, not expected to be severe, with stronger winds on Saturday, some gusts around 30 or 35 miles per hour. And then we're going to be calming down into next week. Temperatures rebound, though, getting back into the low to middle 80s. But look at that, a lot more sunshine, calmer weather than the stormy weather we're forecasting for tonight, and even lingering a bit for tomorrow.